Welcome, welcome, welcome. Friends, family, foe. Today is day 12? Today's day 12 of this challenge and me trying to turn $66 into $100K in funding. Yeah, it's Friday. This week has been, honestly, this week has been a bit anticlimactic on my end, and my ability to pull some money out of the markets. I have just not been able to get the groove down. Oh no, today's day 11, not 12. I gotta update that. Today's day 11. But yeah, let's see what's happening on the charts. So Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar took a fat fucking shite to the downside. I believe on the account of this news on Israel attacking Iran. I believe that's what it was. Let's see if it shows here. Dollar safe, yeah, as Israel strikes Iran due to the Middle East tensions. So it's very bearish, obviously. As we can see, we had a huge jump. We actually, on AUD/USD, we still stayed within this range. I think we actually broke above it. We didn't even really break above it, but now we're really displacing down. On NZD/USD, the same range, we had like a breakout here, and now we're displacing down. So right now, trend, we're obviously very bearish. I'm not too keen on getting in on any longs at the moment from what I see. I'm gonna look at AJ and NJ, and it's the same scenario here. We do currently have an SMT forming. Okay, see, hold on, let me switch this right quick. So we have NZD/JPY taken out previous hour high, did not take it out. I'm sorry, it took out previous hour high on AUD/USD, and it did not take out the previous hour high on NZD/USD, as we can see here. We're an hourly fair value gap that we were rejecting out of, so we could potentially take some shorts here on AJ, especially since it took that high, that previous hour high. Jump down to the 30, maybe it'll show me. No. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that could indicate us taking some shorts. So I'm trying out this new indicator too that I saw on Twitter. It's an IFEG indicator. I don't want these fills though, and I don't need this SMT. We don't need to see these SMTs. So yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty bearish on AUD and NZD/JPY, and just on these pairs in general. We have the same situation here where we took out the previous high here. Previous hour high was taken out there, was not taken out on NZD/JPY or NZD/USD. We are at previous day lows, but as of right now, I don't see any bullish intent, bullish signals. We have that hourly SMT with the high and the low. I tried AJ and NJ yesterday, and I did not have a whole lot of luck. I might give it one more try today on the account of that. This SMT is just like an internal high. And we have the 5-minute inversion here now, actually on both pairs. So we could potentially, what time is it now? Oh, so now it's 2 a.m. So now we are officially in kill zone. If I were to take this, I would take it here, and we could potentially target this fair value gap there. I think I might try it. NJ, or maybe on AJ. AJ, the spreads are way better. Get it at the high. And target these lows. I'm going to try that one for 0.5% risk. 45? 40? Let's see. If it goes back to this entry point, I haven't entered in yet. I want to enter on this actual 5-minute fair value gap point here. So I didn't get the entry just quite yet. And if it goes to the stop, then I actually probably just won't take it in general. But let me put a pending order here. Okay, I'm gonna put the pending. We'll go for I want to go for 0.5% risk. Yo, trader, what's up? All right, I put a pending order. Let's see if we even get filled. If it hits that like stop loss point first, I will probably scratch the position. No, I need it to cross down. How about that? If it breaks this high. Entering on both? No, I'm not entering on both. I'm actually looking at AUD JPY. I just ended up marking this out. But I do want to put an alert at that high, because if it takes that high, then the setup's invalid. I haven't entered in on it yet. I'm waiting for it to retrace down to that entry point that I have marked out here. If it ends up tapping into this point, it'll invalidate the SMT that I'm looking at, and I'll delete the pending order if I haven't gotten triggered in by then. On 80 USD, we've got this. There's nothing here that I want to see yet. Let me make sure I have this right. How was your trading session, trader? Have you traded anything? Have you entered in on any positions? You looking at anything? Let me save this. This trade I took yesterday ended up getting stopped out at break even. This one, yeah, I gotta wait. Looking for sells on EU. Yeah, I'd like to see some sells on NU and AU. Obviously, we're like insanely bearish. But oh wait, no. Oh yeah. So originally I said I was gonna take it on NJ, but the spreads on funding pips was atrocious, so I decided to potentially take it on AJ instead, because the spreads were way better. That's why I had it marked out. This is currently what I'm looking at. We had this 12 a.m. high get taken out by the 1 a.m. candle. Created an inversion, but I'm just waiting to get triggered in. If we do. But I really want to see something on NU and AU. We would be targeting like a 3R here. To take these lows. Could even potentially go for these lows down here. Where's previous? We already took previous day lows. I'm bearish. I have an alert if I get triggered in. Let's see what's happening here. Let me see here. The 1 hour. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for that to marinate. See what it wants to do. It's Friday. I haven't really made the progress that I wanted to on this challenge. If I don't get a trade here today, I'll probably come into next week a little bit more aggressively. I've been quite conservative with my risk, but I really want to move this challenge forward, and scared money don't make money, right? But I think I will probably next week solely focus on AUD USD and NZD USD. We got news later today at 10. Michigan consumer sentiment. We have highs being taken out here, but there's no fair value gap. I mean, if it taps up into here, we see on the 4 hour. Did take previous day low, rejected out of here. It could come up to here, but I don't know yet. Right now there's nothing aside from this one, which I haven't been triggered in yet, and I don't know if I will. We don't have any bullish signals, at least bullish signals from my strategy. We are rejecting kind of all these fair value gaps, so we definitely could see some price pop up. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Just gotta wait and see. If it takes out that high, I'm gonna delete my pending order. If it takes out this high here, actually want to mark this previous hour high as well. We'll see what happens. I really want to see the shorts. This is what we're creating here on AUD USD. We have this high being taken out, even though it's not being marked out by my indicator. It's probably signaling that it's not a very strong pivot point. Well, it's not even really it's not even a pivot point. But we have that high being taken out. We have this 12 a.m. high being taken out on AUD USD. It's failing to take out that high on NZD USD, but I want to see like a higher time frame. Fair value gap rejection. Either a fair value gap rejection or a key level rejection. And the only key level that we're rejecting is previous day low, which for me is like, okay, we could be sweeping previous day lows to move up like this. If we had like a bullish SMT here, sweeping the lows, maybe, but there's nothing so far. Nothing so far, and I still haven't been triggered in on AJ. Damn, I got this coffee and it is ass today. I was almost about to fall asleep yesterday. Let me edit something right quick. It is Friday. We got the weekend. Monday. I wonder what news. What do we have for next week? Yeah, we just got consumer sentiment today, and next week we've got retail sales on Tuesday. There's no news on Mondays. Oh, we have FOMC on Thursday. And that's it for the dollar. So just, oh, unemployment claims on Wednesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Okay. It's not bad. Still waiting to get triggered in on this John. Let me write this, 'cause this is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I want to say continue flush. Got this happening here. There's no FEG. Let me edit this clip right quick. Let's do that. Done. Alright, we might get triggered in soon. Want some pullback for sells. Let me take a look at EU. I'm just curious. I mean, obviously, like NZD USD, AUD USD, anything against the dollar. Well, I would just mainly consider EU, GU, NU, obviously against the dollar. Relatively correlated in general direction, at least. Not all the time, though. Oh, this is on GBP USD. Oh, I have this inverted. Oops. Yeah, crazy dump during Isha. You're very, very bearish. I hope you get your pullback. And I hope I get my flush. Come on, shorty. Let me actually look at the DXY. Let me see if there's any divergence with the DXY. Do we come into that? That's interesting. Hmm. Creating a relative equal high. Well, we created equal highs here. Yeah, I really want to see some strength with the dollar, with the DXY. I mean, this is inverted, so it's like opposite of what I'm saying. But we have a divergence between EU and the DXY. So I would like to see it also continue on down. You had an SMT with GBP USD on the 4 hour as well. It looks like it was probably a 2 candle. Oh no, not a 2 candle. Just a few candles coming out of this hourly for Valley Gap. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything there for me yet though. Once I get triggered in here, I think I might add a little bit more to the position. I have a decent stop. You're waiting for a pullback. I'm waiting for this John to just dump scaroonies. I think we'll get it. P for inversion point. Oh yeah, I'm trying this like indicator. Oh. For delivery. Okay, I got something being delivered today. I need to go put some money out so they can. Alright, it looks like I'm about to get triggered in. How much am I risking here? $51. I'll risk 1% on this once I get triggered in. So I'll add a little bit more. Come on. She's flirting with this entry level. Interesting. I wonder why it's not marking that. I guess because it's not really a swing point. But it is my candle high. So I'm gonna put a pending order. Ooh, I think somebody might be here. I'm going to be right back. Okay, I got my package. Still haven't been triggered in, huh? I hate when price does that. Like, it just starts to like range around, fart around at this entry point. I think we'll get it though, to be honest. I just gotta wait. Let me adjust this indicator. I don't want this. Okay. Previous week low. That could be our draw. It is Friday. We really just ran through previous day low as well. Right at 8. Oh. Okay, I did not mean to do that, but well, I'm in on this position now. I meant to put a pending order. Oopsies. It's fine. Yeah. Alright, well, we're in this now, so. We're in this now, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Let me go ahead and put my stop point. SL TP and where's our 2R right here? Well, I'm in on 0.5% risk, and then I have another 0.5% in a pending order that I'm waiting to see if it gets triggered in. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I want to see. We've already dumped so much today, and we're deep in discount, but I'm gonna try and just ride the trend. We're struggling on the 5-minute. Just a wee bit. This is the, oh no. I'm gonna stay watching it on this hourly time frame. I'm so disappointed in this coffee today. It is so bad. Come on, trade, do something. OMG. What time is it? Oh, we still got 30 minutes left on the candle. Alright, we're crossing down. I think I'm about to get triggered into my second position, which will put me at... Okay, we just got triggered, so I'm fully in for a 1% risk. Let's see what happens. Starting to get some bearish pressure here on Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar, which is what's helping take down AJ and NJ. So hopefully we can get some nice momentum to ride us through. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Ooh. I want to see AJ and NJ flush. We're getting a lot of bearish, not a lot, but a bit of bearish pressure on AU and NU. All right, let me see. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, we created, created a bullish potential SMT signal here, but there's no fair value gap delivery. I'm gonna mark this, see if we can take out that low in the next 15 minutes. I still want to see some sells, to be honest. I think if there was like a fair value gap here, because we have a 15 minute here, but yeah, this rejection. I'm just gonna hold it and see. Whatever happens, happens. On AU, yeah, we're still getting some bearishness here. I honestly want to see it just continue to. I'd love to see AU come down to previous week lows down here and here. This would align with this hourly fair value gap that I don't think we've tapped into it, but this is what I'm currently seeing as the draw on AU and NU. And then on AJ and NJ, same deal, same scenario. I'd really love to see us draw down here. I have this low alerted. Let's see if we can take it out in the next 13 minutes is left on this candle. I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec. I just noticed. I literally just noticed. No, I just said AJ is just jerking me around. So I'm waiting. Just flush down, bro. We've created like relative equal lows there. It's still you know, signaling this SMT. It's, you know, I just have to let it ride. I have to just accept the outcome. I was just trying to edit like a little video while I wait. But let's see. I'm not seeing any other signals to tell me to get out of the trade. Usually if I mean, technically if I get an opposing signal, that's usually when I would, you know, either move my stop to break even. But we haven't even just really gone anywhere with AJ or NJ. Also, we have this signal, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this position. I'm gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold it and accept the outcome. If we were like running into profits and then we had this, then I'd be like, okay, probably move my stop to break even. But we have just been hanging around the entry so far. And on the 5 minute, let me see on the 5 minute. Yeah, I mean, we're just ranging actually. Look at this range here. For the last hour, we've gone absolutely nowhere. So I can either get out of it or trust the process and, you know, cultivate more patience. Regardless, I need to accept. I've entered the trade. This is technically my criteria. Aside from this little bullish SMT signal, I'm just gonna keep it. And we'll see what happens. I've accepted the risk. That's the thing that I've been like trying to tell myself, or remind myself rather, is especially when I get into a position, it's like, if you're getting into a position and you're setting your stop loss, technically you're okay with taking that loss. Otherwise, you wouldn't have set that stop loss or entered in it on that amount. So for me to, you know, maybe we haven't gone anywhere, we're just like floating around our entry or even moving into drawdown, me feeling like I want to get out of this position is more so an emotional one when I shouldn't be emotional. I shouldn't be emotional about what's happening with the trade because technically I've already accepted the loss when I put that stop loss and set it at that amount. So if I get stopped out, I've already accepted that risk and I shouldn't feel any type of way about it. That's this like deconditioning process that like one has to go through in order to like actually, in my opinion, make it long term in this game, because losses are they're just a part of it. You can't avoid losses. Losing streaks are a part of the process. Anybody that claims, it's funny, I was thinking about this the other day. I saw something like on Twitter, somebody was saying, so I think somebody was like trolling another trader or like another the type of trading style, and it was just like bragging about, you know, once you learn, you know, how to read algorithmic price action, you know, or once you understand that price is algorithmic, like, you know, you're on top of the world. And it's like, well, cool. Like, do you have a 100% win rate? The answer is probably not. Because no matter how well you think you can read the market, no matter how many, you know, A+ criteria you have, there's still a possibility that you're going to be wrong. And so you just have to accept that. People who can't accept that are the ones that end up like going on tilt and like blowing their accounts and revenge trading, because it's all that inability to accept loss as a part of the process and a part of the game. And I guess that's what I'm trying to remind myself, as I feel like, you know, oh, I want to pass this challenge already, taking a few losses in a row, but understanding that that's like literally that's part of the process. Yeah, we're not doing much. We're just ranging. This is very similar to what was happening, I think, pre-CPI on Wednesday. We like had some nice move to the downside, and then we just ranged, and then New York came and we did what we did. I bet it will be ICT Trader talking about algorithm. Yeah, they're like wildin' with that. They're like, oh, the algorithm this, the algorithm that, ICT coded the algorithm. It's like, bro, shut up. There are people trading with trend lines, like the most brain dead way to trade, probably making more money than you. Like, I don't really, I could do my best to obviously read price and, understand it as best as I can so I can make more informed, decisions on the charts. But like, bro, shit's gonna happen that you're gonna be like, why did that happen? Shit just happens sometimes. You can't explain it. I think people who are like so stuck on, the market's being, after that expansion, it can consolidate or retrace. Literally nobody knows what's gonna happen until it happens. Like, we can anticipate what's gonna happen, and obviously, like, you learn and you gain knowledge to be able to, understand the possibilities and understand, like, hey, this could happen or this can happen. But you don't know what's happening until it's you don't know what's gonna happen until it's happening. And it's like so easy for people to like look in retrospect and be like, oh yeah, this happened because this happened. But it's like, can you identify that? Some people can, and it takes a lot of skill to do that. But I think most traders, even myself, I find myself in certain moments being like, I like didn't understand or didn't realize what was happening until after it happened. Yeah, that's true. We had a massive expansion here, so it's probably going to consolidate. We had a little bit of retracement, which is what I was kind of riding on, but I could be wrong. I'm really trying to, and this might be like a mistake or ignorant, but really try to craft a strategy that is as mechanical as possible, because I find when I try to be more discretionary, I end up just like overthinking or second guessing myself. Like, people, like, again, there are people who are literally like, they're trading trend lines, they're trading EMAs, they're trading supply and demand, support and resistance. It's like, there's so many ways to make money in the market. And it's kind of cool also to see, like, there's only two ways the market can go. It's either, or rather, like, you technically have like a 50-50 chance every time you enter in on a trade. It's either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. Like, I think that statistic will always be there, no matter the statistic of your actual edge. Like, there's still always gonna be that possibility. Nothing's ever guaranteed. But that's where obviously creating an edge and having criteria that can up your statistics and up your probabilities of winning a trade obviously matters and comes into place. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You could get the stop out for sure. Maybe. I've just noticed that sometimes when we have massive expansions like that, depending on what's happening, especially the macroeconomics, sometimes that momentum is just strong and you can continue to ride it, which is basically like what my thought process was, or is rather, here. So that's what I'm betting on. But again, I could be wrong. I might be wrong. But that's okay. Alright, I gotta post this shit. I gotta make a little posty post. pardon me one moment. Unconfirmed bearish SMT. Oh, did we? Okay, now we're in 3 a.m. Where's this bearish SMT? I don't think there is one. Oh no, I'm supposed to be looking at this. Let me go to the 4 hour. Not really. 30-minute maybe? We have that bullish one. I don't get that indicator sometimes. I really like this indicator, but sometimes it will be misfiring or firing incorrect signals. We'll see what happens here. There's nothing. We're not even near like a fair value gap on AUDUSD or NZDUSD. So maybe we can create like within this hourly candle, hourly point. Some type of signal. Now, why could this setup fail? Well, again, we had a massive expansion down, and then we tapped into all of these fair value gaps here. We're currently taking out these highs as well, previous hour high on both pairs. I wonder if it'll take it out here. My stop is a little bit above the high here. We're probably gonna get the stop out, to be honest. I told myself I was just gonna trade AU and NU. Next week for sure. I do find myself, I have found that I perform the best when I'm just focusing on one pair or one pairing. But because I'm like, oh, I really want to pass this challenge, I want to pass it as quickly as I can. Maybe let me broaden my options. Find a sound for this. Have you ever heard of market cycle? Heard of market cycle, like just the cyclical nature of the markets, like the different market cycles? That's just my understanding of it. Can you elaborate? Oh yeah, let's use this one. All right, that one looks good. Let's post this John. Oh wait, hold on. We have a bearish SMT. No, it's difficult to explain in chat with my English. Okay, no worries. We do have this, we had a, oh, I'm trying to fix my headphones. Oh shit, no! I just busted up my headphones. We have this bearish SMT that's forming here that we got signaled in, where we took this previous, well, we took the 1 a.m. candle high. We didn't take that 1 a.m. candle high here. So, you know, maybe that will help us get the bearish move that we've been waiting for. But we'll see. Here we go. Market cycle. I gotta look that up. My phone's gonna die. Suggest a video. If you want to post a link, I'll definitely check it out. Man, we are just farting around here. Search up sham CPI market profile. Sham CPI market profile. Oh, okay, so it's a pretty long video. Sham CPI course. There's a few people that have posted. MT Trade, M3. Actually, I'm gonna go to YouTube. Come on, shorty. Did you ever end up getting your retracement on EU? Sham CPI full linked. Oh, just shams. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, so this looks like, oh, so this is still like ICT. Looks like ICT Concepts. Oh yeah, you trade CRT, that's right. Hopefully that level holds. CRT to choose on why fits the current market structure. Yeah, I'm gonna save this and check this out for later. Yeah, I'm in oh, you're in buys. Were you looking for Were you looking for sells or were you looking for buys? I thought you were looking for sells. I've only been trading ICT Concepts for the last, I think like 10 months, 10, 11 months. Or learning those concepts at least. I used to trade with EMAs before, which I actually made pretty decent money doing. But I really like, I was looking for retracement as a foreign candle open low. So, oh, I see. Oh, so were you like kind of looking for like a PO3 type of setup? Alright, let's post this bitch. My phone's gonna die. Oh, I don't actually, oh no, I don't like how that came out. Let me redo that. Oh yeah, we're gonna redo this. Delete, delete, delete. Oh wait, what was the sound? Favors 9 p.m. in Shibuya. Stop loss. Oh my. All right, well, we got stopped the fuck out. Oh, we haven't got stopped out yet, but this setup is invalid. This setup is, yeah, it's super invalid. Oh, let me see if I can save myself like 18 bucks. Okay, so this was AL. Let me take a screenshot. Yes, PO3 or AMD. I did this to myself. That SMT wasn't even, I mean, let me not. It is what it is, it's fine. Rough start to the week. Or to the challenge. Okay, I took my screenshots. Let's remove all of this. Let me go back to, look at myself one more try. Goes without saving. Wow, but there's nothing here, dude. There's literally nothing. I was looking for that trade. There's nothing I want to see here. What time is it? 3 a.m.? Who's Ned? Let me do this instead. Rough. I had like a really good start to the week too. It's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. Next week though, I think I might call it a day. I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna trade New York. But actually no, let me leave this. I don't think I'm gonna trade New York, but I'll give myself until 4 a.m. even though I highly doubt anything's gonna present itself. We could see some longs here. Okie dokie. I'm gonna blame this coffee. I'm blaming this coffee. This coffee wasn't good enough. That's why I took my L. Yeah, this week is just one of those weeks. Trader, thanks for hanging out with me, man. I'm gonna get through this challenge though. I am very committed and I have a very strong belief in my ability to A, pass this challenge, and B, definitely, and B, turn this 66 bucks into 100 game payouts. EMAs were really good on stocks, not so much on Forex. They work pretty decently on crypto too. But I like ICT style of trading. It's just when I came to ICT, like everyone, there's just so much information. Just it's so easy to get overwhelmed with all the different concepts. Order blocks, breaker blocks, FEGs, liquidity, which obviously liquidity is like the foundation of these concepts. Turtle soups, unicorn models, silver bullet, and all of them work. You just gotta find what works for you. SMTs, I really like SMTs. SMTs have worked really, really well for me. Which model have you watched? Which model? Do you mean like his mentorship, like his? I've like kind of watched all of them. Not all of them. I've watched videos on like Silver Bullet, Unicorn, but I never actually watched his mentorship. I just didn't. I was like, dude, there's no way. I already have a pretty, basic, decent understanding of how the market moves and works. But yeah, I'm familiar with like his silver bullet models, his unicorn models. I recently started looking into, I've only watched the 2022. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. Everything that he talks about works. You just have to like put it together in a way that works for you, in a way that you can like identify it easily. And that's kind of what I did with like the SMTs and the fair value gaps. I was like, I want to make this like very simple and mechanical. But engaging with AUD JPY and ZD JPY was definitely more of a, I want to just try and get a trade because I want to end the week or just try and get a dub this week, because this week was just, I mean, yeah, I just pretty much broke even this week. I was up 3% though at one point, but as I scaled as the account scaled, I increased my risk as well. And obviously, like, this last trade was like nearly a 1% risk. But it's also a 10K. So I'm like, ugh, I don't want to drag it out. I gotta start being a little bit more risque. All right, let's try this one more time. Post. Oh, no, no, no. Can I edit the cover? Let me search something up real quick. Yeah, his 2022 mentorship. I think he did a 2020. He did a mentorship for every single day, or not every day, every year. How do I adjust this? Can I edit this? Can I not edit this? Gosh darn it. Let me do this one more time. Oh, delete and re-edit. Oh, bet. That's what I wanted. Yeah, bucket. Yeah. Come on, come down. I don't even want to open AJ. Oh, you're in on buys? There's an SMT with GBP USD. Watch it have came down. I'm gonna be mad if it did. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna enter in on this again, but technically, that's why, where was it? That is why I usually like to enter in on the one that didn't. I know when some people take SMTs, some will take the pair that swept the liquidity. I personally have always, when I've traded SMTs, like to take the pair that didn't take the liquidity, because having my stop at that high point would indicate to me that the setup was still valid. where like kind of like what happened here, and I have no idea what's going to happen here. It could actually continue up and I could be wrong entirely, but what I have seen happen multiple times is like it not taking the liquidity, or it taking the liquidity on one point and then continuing to move up. So like maybe doing, you know, having a second liquidity sweep while the intent is still valid. And usually, and it depends on the pair. I have noticed with NU and AU, the pair that takes liquidity very seldom goes back for another sweep. But with NJ and AJ and some other pairs, I know with like UJ and CJ, I like yen pairs. Typically, the pair that didn't sweep the liquidity will still hold. And so usually I'd have like my stop up above here. And I think I mentioned that at the start, like, oh, I was thinking about taking it on NJ, but the reason why I didn't take it there was just because of the spreads. Which, to be fair, the spread probably would have taken me out if I ended up putting my stop here. If this setup is still valid, of course. But I have seen that happen quite a few times, and this actually happened to me a few times. But I don't know, maybe we can get, like, if we come down, I'll have this is my secondary plan on AU and NU, because I don't like to typically enter in on pairs twice, especially if I've already taken a loss. If NU can take out, because we're already at previous day lows, if it can take out Asia lows, tap into this fair value gap, we have a possibility of it moving up, especially if it doesn't take out Asia lows down here, and even better if we create like a 2-candle SMT. So that's the only other play that I would consider jumping back in on, is that us moving down here to go up, and maybe, you know, we could target this 4-hour fair value gap, even though again we're super bearish and I don't like to go against the trend typically. That is something that we could potentially target. So I'll wait. What time is it? Yes, 3:30. If we can get something like this, go up, top up into here, and that could be our target or our draw. Good Lord. Who the fuck is him? Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Nice. Alright, that is that. Yeah, don't overthink it too much, girl. Post this shit. Cool. Lazada. We just gotta wait. Yeah, yesterday and today. Yesterday I missed the setup. Today it's 3 or 4. Let's see if we even get one. Looks like AUD is gonna take out this high. But unless we get our nah, dude. Yeah. Why isn't it alerting me of this? AUD's breaking up. I think NZD is gonna follow. yeah, what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna solely focus until I can pass this challenge. And as I start to scale my accounts, I really just want to focus on these two pairs. I think that's also maybe what messed me up a little bit this week. I was like trying to look at NJ, NU, AJ, AU, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I was trying to put my hand in the cookie jar and grab as many cookies as I can. I was being a little gluttonous this week. I was being gluttonous. Should have just been happy with just one cookie. Israel strikes risk offset today. Interesting here. What did the previous day low though? Yeah, dude, this range, London has not been serving us this week. Or at least me, it hasn't been serving me this week. Let's see what happens. Let me go ahead and journal this trade that I just took. Yeah, what a rough week. Took it up on Monday, small loss Tuesday, Wednesday. Yesterday was break even. It's London kill zone. There's no session sweep, no key level sweep. Let me do this. popping up, tapping into this hourly fair value gap. And he's probably gonna tap into this previous hour high as well. I'm gonna mark out these highs. I'm gonna mark them out. We have AUDUSD taking out quite a few highs, 30-minute highs, hourly highs as well. That we haven't taken out here, but NZD/USD would have to hold. That would just be a little bit bigger of a stop than I'd like. And this isn't necessarily the safest entry, but let's see what she wants to do. It's a very bullish candle. We finish journaling this. Dang, that's crazy. This week was 165, 98. I think it's gonna take that previous hour high. Did. Take a look here. Alright, NC didn't take out that high. But why won't you mark? Damn, should I try it? I'm working on SMT here. Just tapped back into that hourly fair value gap. Could we continue? Maybe. That's just such a big... No. We create that inversion. I'll try it once more. We'll give it one more shot. That's taking those highs. I'm gonna try one more time. Potentially go for previous week's low. But we got this little 3-minute inversion. Because we are in this 5-minute for value gap, I want to see us break down. That's where I'll consider. Let me see if there's like a. That one's rejecting pretty decently. If we get this inversion, I'll consider taking this position. But if we don't, there is no trade for me. This is gonna be my last shot today. If we get that, if we do, beautiful. If we don't, it is what it is. I'm gonna watch it on the hourly. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one more fucking shot. Fuck it. But let's wait. Or we could do absolutely nothing. That was such an impulsive move down. Yeah, that's crazy. 60 pips. That's 7 minutes left on this candle. Let's see what happens. I think the 4 a.m. candle might give me something. I like this little SMT that's forming there. I like the way that we're rejecting. We'll see how this hourly candle closes and how the next one opens. candles flipping bearish. Probably gonna be an indecision candle actually. If we get this inversion, get this 5-minute inversion, I'll consider taking it, and that'll be my last trade for the week. Yeah, I'm looking for sells. I want to give the sells one more shot. Or at least a shot on AU. And then you. If we get this inversion. If we don't, then I will close it out. I still want the sells. Maybe I'm wrong. But unless we get this inversion, then there's no trade for you, girl. This is definitely though a week to review for sure. I definitely made some mistakes. I definitely made some mistakes this week. I also obviously tried to start streaming this and posting on social media. So I think I've put a little bit of pressure on myself. But that's something that I definitely want to overcome, obviously. We're taking these? Oh yeah, we're still taking those highs. We're rejecting out of this, which is fine. Because this entry, if I were to get this inversion, this entry would not be super optimal. If we break this high, I'd like to take the sell, especially if we manage to break this previous candle high and we fail to break it here, because we'd be tapping right back up into this fair value gap. And then if I can get a better inversion up here or something like that, which would give me a better entry, that would be my ideal case scenario. But I'm still looking at this. Got this 5-minute inversion. I want to mark out there. We've got some sell signals here. On top of the rejection out of this, even though we're barely tapping into. How's your position going? Your longs on EU. Reason why I want to take the sells is because we have this rejection here and the price taking out all these highs. Ideally, I want to take buys down at these levels. So my thought process is, if we have some bearish signals, you're out at break even. If we have some bearish signals, I want to, ideally enter somewhere around here. But if we have some bearish signals, I could potentially write it down to these levels here. That's kind of my thought process behind this. And I really want to see us potentially go for previous week lows. But it's also Friday, so... Yeah, we have news later, 10 a.m. But if we can get our signal here, that's pretty much what I'd be looking for. Oh, my back. Oh my gosh, I've been on this stream for 2 hours. I'm starting to get a headache. Let's see us take out these highs. Come take out these highs right here. Fail to take out those highs. Give me a little bit of a better entry. That's what I want to see, personally. You're rejecting out of a 5-minute fair value gap. We just gotta be patient. Not that obviously this price action is super optimal. Hello? Yeah. Oh wait. I bet. Why? Are you gonna order something? You can order something.
I'm gonna shower first.
Okay. Man, I really want to take the cells. I really want to take the cells, but we might not get it. Super slow, super slow. Patience. Even though this looks hideous on the 5-minute. At least on NZD. Like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is this? This is London. 16 pip range. I'm gonna a little bit. Maybe New York can give. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. That might be what ends up happening, but I'm gonna hang 10 until the next hour, and then if I don't get it, then I'm just gonna call it a day here, because this will be a lot of screen time already for me, and I try to minimize my screen time as much as possible. I don't like to trade too many sessions, and I just haven't found a whole lot of success in New York session. New York session's been giving me a really hard time lately. Asia has been giving some really good opportunities, but I have not been trading Asia session, which I might consider switching my sessions from like London, New York to Asia, London. So ideally, I would love to be done with my day like in the morning. Yeah, we're popping up. Go on. Go on, girl. Alright, we're taking that high now. Let's see. Oh, we're probably gonna take all these highs. Yeah. There you go. Alright. So the cells that I were looking at are technically they're no longer valid. I mean, we still have this. We have these highs, but we're likely gonna run to them and come up. There was no bullish signals. I would have loved to seen like a bullish signal, but yeah, Bryce just wanted to keep going. We're making this retracement. One, two, three, four. The only thing that is still, I would technically still have these two, but I have a feeling we might run. Look at that indecision candle. Taking that out there. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4 candle range at least. 4 to 5 candle range. I'm gonna give it until 5. I'm gonna give this the next 45 minutes. Even though this isn't looking too hot. Yeah, we took previous day lows. I think we had a bullish S&T there, but no fair value gap delivery. I like that we're tapping up into here though. Let me zoom out. I think we're gonna continue. Oh yeah. So I'm not gonna consider this one, because that's, yeah, I'm gonna consider these highs. Potentially have this. Put it over here. It's just not clean though. I'll watch it. Alright, I might consider taking this if we get an inversion of this 5-minute fair value gap. Taking the shorts on the account that we have. We have this high being taken out. Well, we didn't get this high taken out. We didn't take Asia lows. We did take previous day lows. I really like to see Asia lows get taken. If we get that inversion and we don't tap up into this high, because then this is like basically the SMT that I'm looking at here. I don't think I'm gonna get anything here. I don't think I might just end it in the stream. This week was just a tougher week. It happens. We have this high. We're probably gonna go take this high, which wouldn't be terrible. So we can take. I'm like trying to make a position out of nothing now. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. What time is it? 4:40 or 4:30? Yeah, it's cool. Alright, we're gonna end it here. It is what it is. We took a L. But yeah, accounts at break even, so I'm not mad about that. We have next week. Can always come back next week. Fresh week, fresh opportunity. Not so much news, not so much tomfoolery. And yeah, we'll call it here. Alright, trader, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, thanks for sticking around. But I will catch y'all next week. Happy Friday! Alright, peace.